When I was a kid, I remember almost anything seeming interesting. The world felt like a giant playground, and I was curious about life itself. But I grew up in a small Midwestern town, went to a private Catholic school as a kid, and graduated from a college with only around 5,000 students. I know what it feels like to have social expectations and the pressure and the fear of not fitting in. I can understand this social pressure as a tool to help us find a safe way through life, but I want to challenge this. This idea of a safe life that was actually pretty successful and seemed like a pretty good gig a few generations ago just doesn't seem that good anymore. And it seems like, to me, I imagine it as going through the motions in the world, disengaged with life. And that is not at all the adventure I thought I'd live when I was thinking about how I'd grow up as a kid. So the one thing that I've held on to is my curiosity. And I've always thought, could that really be all there is? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Brandan Scheller and I'm a personal trainer. I like to think that being healthy means living a full life. I also think that real strength comes from within, so this video is all about using curiosity to develop a stronger character. Remember, we are always of character to begin with, but it's up to us to actualize our strengths, to prevent ourselves from overusing them or underusing them, but finding a balance with each of these character strengths. So today, we're talking about curiosity as one of the character strengths broken down by the VIA Institute on Character. I'll go through the Positive Psychology research, how and why it's a valuable strength, how you can use it more in your life, and how to know when you're overusing it and underusing it. With their research, curiosity is one of 24 character strengths, and they break down each character into one of the 6 virtues. I have previous videos popping up right now if you want to watch those, but today's all about curiosity, so let's run it. The character strength of curiosity has helped me grow beyond these social expectations. And to me, being curious simply means that there is more to learn and more to experience and more to engage with in this world. It means asking questions without judgment, just like you were a kid and you were always going around asking the question, why? The way that the VIA Institute describes curiosity is being able to engage with life for the sake of life itself, or being able to be open to new experiences. Curiosity is not just an emotion we feel randomly, and when we view it as a strength that we can exercise regularly and intentionally use, it's actually one of the strengths most reliably linked with overall satisfaction in life. One of the reasons this is because the research done by the VIA Institute on Character, they say curious people tend to want to seek out opportunities that offer growth, competence, or just a higher level of stimulation. Therefore, curious people tend to have higher interest in things like self-improvement, which is probably you watching this video right now. Some ways to kickstart your curiosity are thinking about these questions. What topics or interests do you naturally tend to think about most consistently in your free time, or just what are you most naturally drawn to in life? Are there people or environments in which you feel more or less encouraged to share your curiosity and ask questions? And do you know why this is? Do you know what influences you to feel this way? And lastly, another important question: what gets in the way of moving your curiosity into action? Curiosity is a strength that falls under the virtue of wisdom. And so again, knowledge is wasted if we do nothing with it. So think about the things which you can actually use your curiosity, ask questions, but then go out and engage with the world and do things with your curiosity. So to know when you're underusing curiosity, it's usually when you get a sense of feeling bored, distracted, or other people may say you feel like you're giving off a sense of being self-involved. And I think we don't really mean for that to happen always, but it's usually when we tend to go into kind of autopilot mode in life and we glance over the smaller details that happen just from between day-to-day life. Usually this also happens when we start to feel really disconnected with the world around us, and overall we start to really get trapped in our own sort of headspace. So using your curiosity and trying to actively flex that as a strength helps you kind of get back into the world, engage more with the world around you, in your immediate surroundings, get back into the present moment. If this sounds like you and you tend to underuse curiosity, then give these a try. You could try asking why a lot more, just like when you were a kid, and you could start to really ask more questions with either in your workplace or with friends and family at home, usually whenever anything doesn't really seem to make complete sense to you on face value. And of course, there is a way to do this respectfully and kindly without just giving kind of like a sarcastic, oh, why do I have to do this? But truly try to understand things as best you can. And if you don't understand it, then ask why. A fun kind of life side quest here to use in real life to use your curiosity is to go to a local cafe, bar, restaurant, whatever, and ask the waiter or barista, bartender for a personal recommendation, like one of their favorites, and just try to enjoy it for what it is, and just try and maybe get a new friendship out of the process. Lastly, reach out to a friend, family member, or coworker that you haven't really talked to in a little while, and ask them what they got going on in life, what they're interested in recently, and try to explore that topic with them as if that was one of your own interests as well. And you can really start to, again, start that process of just asking questions with just a general interest in the process of asking questions. So moving on, using curiosity and overusing curiosity is really kind of interesting because it can come across as being nosy or creepy at times. People may feel uncomfortable when you're just trying to be curious. And I mean, that makes sense, right? Too many personal questions, too many questions overall can feel intrusive or interrogative, even when you think it's natural to want to know what's going on in other people's lives. But there's a balance to walk with that. Social media and the internet and just how amazing algorithms are on just online platforms is just amazing right now, but it can enable our curiosity to tend to make us get distracted at times. So while it is fun to entertain ideas and to explore new topics that we've never seen before or just see more things that we are interested in, it's a fine balance to walk to not overuse our curiosity and just always be stimulated and always be engaged with new topics or whatever. A good way to think about this is if you are looking at something that you're interested in and it's a topic or a hobby that you're really passionate about, try and think about what's one thing you can do to take action on it rather than just be watching and looking for more content about it. Also, if this is you and you overuse curiosity more in like the personal one-on-one interactions when you're asking questions with others, flip the script and use your curiosity to start to think about how they would feel as you're asking questions, how they would be thinking, rather than just kind of to engage your own interest in whatever you're trying to ask, but try to step into their shoes a little bit more. But as always, if you overuse curiosity consistently, start to think more about why are you so interested in these certain topics? What about them are so interesting? And then truly, what is one thing you can do to start taking action on these ideas every day? One last thing, if you want to see curiosity in action, go watch the movie WALL-E and see how its character strength really impacts everyone else in the plot. Overall, curiosity is one of the greatest character strengths we can use for self-improvement. This is because it helps us become self-aware and wanting to grow. When you think about WALL-E, that's what separated WALL-E from all the other robots just like it. There's also a great quote from Ted Lasso that he mentioned something saying, "Be curious, not judgmental." Social expectations, peer pressure, we all experience it, but curiosity is the tool we use to overcome that and start to actually engage more with the world in an authentic way. Judgment limits us to keep us safe, but curiosity challenges us to grow. And if you never use curiosity, you'll never have a desire to grow or seek out more and engage more with the world around you. So be open to asking any sort of question and engage with any sort of idea, and you may just find the answer. Thanks for watching. That's all we got about the strength of curiosity. And if you want to learn more, watch my other video on creativity and the other videos I got posting on this. This is 2 out of 24 now, so more videos to come. If you want to help me out most right now, just watch more of my videos. That helps YouTube tell that like, oh, this is a channel people are actually watching more and more. But if you had an interesting thought and you want to leave it in the comments down below, I will reply to all of them. So let me know down there. But other than that, like the video, enjoy yourself, have a great weekend, have a great week ahead, and you'll catch me in the next one.